Hello, Keyforgers. Is Brown99 back with another groundbreaking discovery here on Cull the Weak. As I open up this deck, just a brief update about the channel. You may have noticed that my rate of releasing videos has decreased significantly. I took a hiatus. I am back to hopefully releasing much more regularly. I think I might slim down the number of releases a week, but I should be back in full swing. I just took a vacation. That's it. Just took a normal vacation. I wanted to be able to release a video and update everyone about that and let you know when I would be coming back. But unfortunately, real life got in the way and I just didn't have time to do that. But I am back, and yes, I will be releasing videos somewhat regularly moving forward. So it looks like today we have Duchess Stealthvenom. Okay, Duchess Stealthvenom. Untamed, Unfathomable, and Logos. All right. Let's see what the Duchess has in store today. Duchess Stealthvenom. Nice. And if I can get this open, we can see what's inside. Sweet. Got it. And starting off with, ooh, very nice. I really like this card. Archon's Callback, Omega, of course. It ends your turn and you draw 5 cards. Classic turn 1 opener if you've got that little mini first turn. Love that card. Ooh, this is a fun one too. Binary Moray, 5 power. After you raise the tide, you ready it. After your opponent raises the tide, you exhaust it. You get to reap and archive a card. Really strong. Yeah, 5 power, hard to deal with, and the potential to use it at least twice in a turn. Ooh, and 2 of them. That makes like raising the tide to use it twice like that much better, because then if you're taking 3 chains in order to and you get to cycle 2 cards, so effectively it's like 1 chain, but you can sort of craft your hands a little bit better that way. I really like that. That's cool. Bouncing Death Quirk, great card. Spot removal, really strong. Lots of removal. Is pretty good in this set. Yeah, never complain about a BDQ. Edai 4x4. All right, this deck is hot. Looking good. Play, archive a card. Your opponent's keys cost +1 for each card in your archives. Together with a 2 binary morays, you can really increase your opponent's key cost considerably. That is awesome. Final analysis, of course, destroy each creature, and then you draw a card for each creature that was destroyed that way. Your opponent gets to do the same, so it's a trade-off board wipe. To be sure. Hydrocoagulator. After a player raises the tide, they archive the top card of their deck. Very interesting combo with the binary moray, so you can get quite a lot of archives going on by raising the tide. Infomorph, okay. Real good with the BDQ. You don't mind hitting that Infomorph to take out something on your opponent's side that's going to be much better. Old Egad, also really strong with BDQ. You blow up the old Egad, and then you blow up the wards on the old Egad's neighbors, and that lets you remove 2 creatures for free, basically. Well, for the exchange of wards, which seems like a pretty good trade. PI Sweven, if the tide is high, draw 3 cards when you reap. Really strong. Submersive Principle, some of the only scaling hammer control in the set. Happy to see that. Theory or Conjecture. Wow, this deck is fast. This deck is very fast. I really like the logos here. Yeah, just like super quick. Archon's Callback and the Binary Morays and the Edai, like almost all of these cards. Hydrocoagulator, Infomorph, and Sweven, and Theory or Conjecture. Like most of the cards in this house here are about efficiency. And that's really, really cool. Really like to see that. Final analysis for emergencies and submersive principle to get that scaling amber control going on. I like that. That looks spicy. Lack Gaboon. It's a 3-power creature. It gets +1 power for each other exhausted creature. If there are 3 or more other exhausted creatures, Lack Gaboon gains Skirmish and Hazardous 5. So really happy to have exhaustion going on is the Lack Gaboon. And yeah, I have not had a lot of these. It's a rare, so we'll see if there's a lot of exhaustion mechanic in Unfathomable that can help make that more viable for you. Voice of Recusal. While the tide is high, each friendly creature gets +1 power and +1 armor, and while it's low, each enemy creature gets that advantage. So you really want to have tide control. So far, we don't have any tide control in the deck, so we'll have to see some of that. Echo Pearl, Omni Destroy, Echo Pearl, Exhaust, Stun, and Enrage a creature. Really going to slow a creature down. Really nice if your opponent has some great effect, like a Reap or a Fight effect on their side that you need to deal with. Spark Fist is a skirmisher with 2 power. Fight, stun, and exhaust the creature Spark Fist fights. That'll help. That'll help with our Gaboon, with our Lack Gaboon. Under Pressure, this creature cannot ready. Also helps with the Gaboon, so there's that exhaustion mechanic we're looking for. Bubbles, really like Bubbles. Solid tempo card. Just get rid of the opponent's creature that they're using and get back any amber that might be on them. And yeah, real nice. Flamegill Enforcer. Action capture 3, and after your opponent raises the tide, you enrage it. It's whatever. Hookmaster fight. If the tide is high, your opponent loses 2. Nice. Maelstrom. Put each creature on top of its owner's deck in a random order. Gain 2 chains. So you've got a couple of these, like Maelstrom and the Final Analysis are both kind of pull in, like break glass in case of emergency board wipes here. So, you know, big negative consequences for you could be helpful in a pinch. Yeah. Portal, there's that tide control we need. The tide is high, archive Portal, otherwise raise the tide. We need some more of that to make our cards viable here. Rakuzel's Chant, exhaust a creature. If the tide is high, exhaust each creature instead. Okay. A second one of those. So that goes really well with the Gabook. You can just target exhaust a couple of creatures and then it'll be ready almost right away. Yeah, this is interesting. So we have a decent amount of exhaustion mechanic here. Maelstrom is really tricky. You'd only want to play it if you had very few creatures on your side or you were just in a really emergency situation. Gaboon could be viable here, but how good is it? Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem great. Like, you can exhaust 3 creatures easily enough, but then what? You can just fight with it? It's a strange rare, to be sure. Blossom Drake gets +1 power for each artifact in play, and each artifact's text box is considered blank while it's out there. Chonkers, a classic MM card here. We'll see if we have some power counter manipulation to use in our Untamed. We do have a fertility chant here. Those 4 amber pips, and then we get your opponent gains 2 amber. Hopefully we've got some more amber control in Untamed, which I kind of doubt because Untamed is not known for amber control. And we haven't seen a ton so far, so that could be a struggle for this deck. Bumblebird, give 2+1 power counters to each other friendly Untamed creatures, so we have potential for a gigantic Chonkers. Cross Porpoises, there's some more tide control for you. Raise the tide and enrage 2 enemy creatures. Old Patty, I like this card a lot. 5 power, Reap, discard the bottom card of your deck or 3 cards if the tide is high. Play each creature discarded in this way, 1 at a time. Waste Not. Okay, so Waste Not could go well with Chonkers and Bumblebird. Destroy a friendly creature. Draw cards equal to half that creature's power, rounding up. Pretty neat. Chelonia with a drop hip. It's elusive, and after you play another creature, if the tide is high, you gain an amber. Flumph. All right, more of those power counters to go with our Waste Not there. Mollymach lets you destroy an artifact, so decent bit of artifact hate here. Ooh, second Mollymach, yeah. Get rid of those artifacts. Reaper So, choose one ready and reap with a friendly creature, or give 3+1 power counters to creatures distributed as you choose. Okay, so lots of potential for Waste Not here. I'm definitely worried about Amber control. Amber generation could be, it seems like it should be okay. Let's start with the Amber control, because yeah, that definitely seems lacking here. You have a race deck with no key cheat, and it's kind of a bad situation to be in. Hookmaster is mild Amber control. Flamegill Enforcer, also kind of uninspiring Amber control. There's two there. Submersive Principle is our big Amber control move. Edai. Yeah, so not a lot. So that's 4 cards in the deck that do Amber control. And 2 of them in Untamed or in Unfathomable are just not super impressive. Like, yeah, very situational and slow. So Amber control is definitely going to be a struggle for this deck. Let's look at the board control here. We've got some fighters. We've got cross porpoises that'll slow your opponent's board down. 2 Rakuzal's Chant. So we can count that as 4 things. We have 2 skirmishers and 2 Rakuzal's Chant. That's 4 things. Maelstrom, I guess those 5 things. Bubbles 6. Under Pressure 7. Echo Pearl 8. Final Analysis 9. BDQ 10. But a lot of them are kind of weak. Like Maelstrom and Final Analysis are both very tricky, situational, difficult to use cards. So it seems okay. It seems decent. You have a good amount of spot removal and some bigger cards to remove in case of emergency. Let's look at generation here. We have Reaper So for 1. Chelonia will count as 1 because it definitely has potential. So that's 2. 4 off of Fertility Chant. Whoops, I messed that up there. 1. I skipped the pips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 off of Fertility Chant. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 pips, and then, well, 12 pips, and then we added in Reaper So and Chelonia as well. So decent. I think you can expect some more off of Chelonia. Chelonia, there's a number of creatures in Untamed here. So pretty decent Amber burst potential. If we look at our creature count, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So quite a few creatures for reaping. So that's good. So we definitely need to go fast. Like I was saying, a key cheat would have been really nice in here. Maybe a data forge to go with the final analysis and the 20 creatures. And just all the archiving and like Archon's callback and stuff. Yeah, a data forge would have been really nice here. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen too much. Oh, I missed Edai when I was doing the Amber control. So providing that key cost control is definitely going to help. If you can make your opponent pay a lot, it's probably worth it because you don't have a lot of other ways to manage their Amber really effectively. So yeah, that and there's potential to make them pay quite a bit with all the archiving that you do have, the binary mores and the Hydrocoagulator and Theory or Conjecture. So, yeah, this is an interesting deck. I think it will be able to generate Amber pretty quickly and make some good plays happen on the board, but you are definitely going to struggle to keep your opponent's Amber count under control. That'll be a bit of a difficulty, so you're going to need to just try to go fast and forge those keys as quickly as possible before your opponent is able to stop you. Yeah, definitely wish this had a key cheat in it. Maybe a key frog to go with that fertility chant. That would have been pretty nice too. This has been another edition of Groundbreaking Discovery here on Cull the Weak. I am Brobnar89. I'll catch you next time.